Hey, welcome back to a black and white show. Today is going to be a bit of mismatch of some different things I've come across. I wanted to share with you things that we need to be praying for. This interesting little tidbit I came across, which is kind of cool. Well, I don't know about cool, but interesting. Second wind. This is from the Washington Times. Second wind. Trump leaves big donation after being blessed during Las Vegas church service. Okay, so it looks like he's digging in his wallet, gonna put some money in the offering plate. Okay. President Trump on Sunday attended a service as a charismatic Christian church where a preacher prophesied he would win a second term, and he made a big donation to the collection bucket. Well, this writer puts this in there like that's why he made a donation, because he was told that he would win a second term. Well, I don't know if this is the case or not, but you'll see this is yet another way to... This is another subtle dig at Trump. Not like I'm a huge fan now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of Biden either. But anyway, in the dream, supposedly she had a dream. The church leader is a woman. That's your first, suspicion that things are not quite, shall we say, theologically sound. But he told her that a second wind for his run would carry him through the campaign, and he will be president again. The second wind, with a D, is the Holy Spirit. Well, okay, I don't think I would want to be trying to speak for the Holy Spirit. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out real quick. The real thing I wanted to talk about was witchcraft. This is October, and anybody that knows anything at all about the occult knows that this is their, well, the 31st anyway, is their high holy day, shall I say. So, this is, well, before I dig into this, let's start with a search in YouTube. A lot of people like to use YouTube, okay? And Occult October 2020, this is a search term that I used, okay? And I cannot believe the number of videos. You scroll, you get tarot cards, you don't have to go anywhere. You can get involved in the occult right from the comfort of your own home. I'm surprised they haven't done that. Oh, energy update, right? Astrology. Look at all this mess. Now, why? October, I guess because it picked up on the term October 2020. I don't know, but I find it interesting. Let's see, this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, number 11, and the list. Just funny. I don't know. Indie pop. Okay, so some kind of music looks like. Some more weekly reading. Taurus, warning, this reading exposes a person. So I'm not sure what she means by that, but unless she's talking about it opens up to the occult, and that's very possible. These people are really, they have no clue what they're messing with. None. I mean, look at this. Unfortunately, this junk will come up in my feed until I get rid of it, but I think it's important to note that these people are serious. Whether you believe or not in the occult, it doesn't really matter. But, charismatic. Well, then here's an interesting one. I was going to show you guys a little bit of a clip from Steve Quayle. Now, I'm not a huge Steve Quayle fan. He's he professes Christianity. He may be, you know. But anyway, I ran that search, Steve Quayle witch ceremony, because, and I wanted to show this to you, but I cannot find where I found it. He was saying something about a lot of these BLM and, well, I don't know, I don't remember if he referred to BLM or not, but we're going to talk about them later. But he said something about plans for, a lot of witches have a plan for mass kidnapping, and supposedly, now see, this is all hearsay, that's why, you know, I'm just take it with a huge bucket of salt. But supposedly there's plans to kidnap 1 million children and offer them up as a sacrifice to Lucifer. Now, I know this sounds crazy. Sounds crazy, I know. But irregardless, pray some extra prayers this month, especially on the 31st, because there will be a lot of people doing ceremonies. And we are told in Ephesians chapter 6 that we are in a spiritual battle. Our fight is spiritual. Yes, sometimes we have to physically fight, but that's not the point I'm trying to make here. But see, take a look at all of this junk. Okay, this is, oh, look at this happy little smile. She just looks so happy, right? So happy. Yeah, it's all so special. And just, oh, my ritual. Look at this. Look at this. This is a lot of kids, look, young people that are lost as lost can be. Look at this. Look at this. She needs Jesus. All of these people, they need to know that what they are doing is evil. They may not think that it is. They are deceived. Because who is Lucifer but a liar? He's a flat-out liar. We got Yale courses, witchcraft and magic. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's a historical perspective, but I'm not going to click on it either way. Then you got all of this, you know, stuff. What to do on a new moon. All of this trash. And that's exactly what it is. Christians, wake up. Now this woman, I don't know if she is practicing Western, look at witchcraft in Romania. All of this stuff. White witch, they call themselves. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. So anyway, I showed you that, I showed you that. This is what I wanted to go into. BLM. Now BLM is still around. You may not see it in your daily news because they're trying to just, I don't know, make you think that that's not important. Trying to hide it. But these are the, excuse me, let me get this up here. These are the founders of BLM. Okay. And this is Michael Brown, who wrote this story in Town Hall. He says, the BLM organization is dangerous, anti-Christian, and should be avoided. Have I made myself clear? Here's what we know about the BLM movement, especially when we dig a little deeper into the what we believe statement. Now, I was able to go back into, I'm not going to look for it now, but I was able to go back into the Wayback Machine and pull up an old, a copy of an older copy of one of their pages. I don't know if it was the What Believe or About Us, I forget. But they have changed it since a lot of people have pointed out that they want to destroy the family. Okay. Anyway, he says, have I made myself clear? Here's what we know about the BLM movement, especially when we dig a little deeper into the what we believe statement. When you start to connect the dots, you'll understand why I described BLM as dangerous and anti-Christian. In fact, at the end of this article, I'll connect the BLM movement with the J word as in Jezebel. Do I have your attention? BLM was founded by 3 black women, Patrice Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Opal Tometi. The first 2 identify as queer, and the third as a transnational feminist. Okay. Speaking of Cullors, A website celebrating lesbians who tech states that when Patrice was 16 years old, she came out as queer and moved out of her home in the Valley. The official BLM site describes Garza as a queer black woman, okay, who states that we must view this epidemic through a lens of race, gender, sexual orientation, and gender identity. Okay? So it goes on. So LBGTQ, whatever. A queer affirming network. Okay? So the only references heterosexuality are negative, as in cisgender privilege and heteronormative thinking, meaning the assumption that heterosexuality is the norm. So BLM is not just fighting against white privilege, but also heterosexual privilege. Make no mistake about it. Okay? Well, he only covers this part. He doesn't cover the fact, and I've seen it in other places, where they are actually witches. If I can find that. I'm not sure where. No. Conversations. Here it is.
On abortion, extreme Amy McGrath.
Sorry for the commercial, guys.
Extremely familiar.
Do witches run Black Lives Matter?
And
Yes,
maybe
they
I'm
do.
sharing too much, but we become very intimate with the spirits that we call on regularly, right? Like each of them seems to have a different presence and personality. You know, I laugh a lot with Waukesha, you know, and I didn't meet her in her body, right? I met her through this work.
It's a very important practice. Hashtags are way more than a hashtag. It is literally almost resurrecting a spirit so they can work through us to get the work that we need to get done. I started to feel personally connected and responsible and accountable to them, both from a deeply political place, but also from a deeply spiritual place. And always, you know, in my tradition, you offer things that your loved one who passed away would want, you know, whether it's like honey or tobacco, things like that. And it's so important, not just for us to be.
What she's talking about is a particular, I've heard somewhere else, where it's a particular form of witchcraft known as West African. Okay? So, bottom line, we've got witches, actively practicing witches, who also have said that they are trained Marxist. Make no mistake, Christian, this is what we are up against. We are up against flat-out evil. And that's just all that's all you can say about it. So, what do we need to do? Well, we need to be in prayer, especially this time of the month. Well, this time of the year, October. We should always pray, irregardless, but especially this time of year, we need to be in prayer. So, please join with me in prayer and join with your brothers and sisters, that I hope God, and I'm sure God will be leading them to pray. We need some prayer going on, because I don't care who gets in office, really. I mean, it's in God's hands. But we have evil. We have people that are deceived, and we also have evil people that want to destroy us. Literally. Not both in a figurative term and in a literal term. I'll get it straight. So, pray, seek God's face, and watch out for your loved ones. Watch over them with an extra careful eye. Whether the rumors are true, this is not the point. We should be in constant prayer. Constant prayer. So, if you haven't already, please click to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my next video. And let me know what you've heard. Share your stories. Share whatever you feel like sharing in the comments below. Have a blessed day.